What's up? My name's Tariq, and here's exactly how I plan on making money online for the rest of 2024. About a year ago, I was your usual college kid. I was just studying something I'm really not that interested in, and I had no clue what to do with my life, honestly, until I ended up coming across the marketing agency model. At first, I was really skeptical, but I just kind of kept hearing about it, and eventually, I thought this was the thing that I was meant to do in life. I thought I found the thing that I can just dump all this energy and potential into. And so I pulled the trigger on a few courses and actually ended up trying it out. And after about 6 months of doing this business model, I ended up making only $50 throughout the entire 6 months. And I spent around close to 5K on courses, mentorship, software, everything, and I only got $50 back. Not a fun time. Not a fun time, bro. Not a fun time. And once again, I sort of ended up going into that state of hopelessness, not really almost depression, honestly, not even gonna lie. Just once more, I was in that space where I had no clue what I was going to do with my life. And I just kind of started getting into some bad habits again, lost a lot of purpose, didn't really have any. Fuck, man, that really was depression. I was about to say I really didn't have any will or reason to get out of bed in the morning to start my day, but damn, fuck. After some sort of contemplation, I realized that I was going the absolute wrong way about it. So the thing is, when I started my agency, I was a complete beginner. I didn't have any business skills. I didn't know marketing. I didn't know how to make a good product. I didn't know how to deal with clients. I didn't know shit. And the thing that I realized, this sort of big epiphany I had, was I should have been building up my skills and not trying to build a business. It's not that the marketing agency business model doesn't work. There's millions of people that have proven me wrong there. It's just that I didn't have the skills to make the business model work. So instead of building up a foundation of skills and just going up and up and up, I went from the top and just started to learn the skills as I go, but that doesn't really work that well because you're never really going to get good at any of the skills. And then I started asking myself, what's a skill that I can learn in which I can make pretty good money? I don't have to deal with clients, and I don't need to worry about improving or building up a product. And pretty quickly I realized that there is one skill that covers all of those, and that is, drumroll, sales. Remote sales. I know I'm not reinventing the wheel here at all. It's very, very popular. Many people are doing it, but in the grand scheme of things, there's so much opportunity for this in literally every single business model because it's a foundational skill in business. Everything starts with sales, no matter what business you have. If you're selling tires, if you have a funeral home, everything starts with sales. Literally everything. Let me sit down, bro. Right. So after I had this sort of realization, I immediately messaged one of my friends that offered me to work as an appointment setter in his agency. I met him through one of the coaching programs I was in, and we talked a bit. I got the job, and then I just spent the entire month cold calling people, doing like 100 to 200 dials every single day, and I was mostly calling blue collar workers, which are people that are like electricians, plumbers, window cleaners, not the really fancy or prestigious sort of careers that people can have, but again, no disrespect at all. I'm just saying that to sort of portray that these people are more rough around the edges compared to the usual like people that sit in offices and shit. And after the entire month was over, I did around 3,000 or between 3,000 to 4,000 cold calls. And again, in that many inputs and that many cold calls, I made a grand total of zero once more. And listen, I'm all for taking accountability, but at one point it's just unreasonable to not be successful while doing something, because during this 1 month there were 4 guys in total, including me, that were doing around 100 to 200 cold calls a day. Not a single one of us got a single close. Not one. At that point, it's just, the offer wasn't that good, the targeting wasn't that good either, so on to the next one, I guess. And once again, I was in that state where I felt a bit lost. I didn't know what to do now. But I realized that I didn't need a new vehicle. I think sales was still the thing that I was supposed to do, but I just needed a new opportunity. And completely randomly, I ended up seeing one of these agency gurus post like an application in his Discord. I don't even remember joining his Discord, but anyways, I saw him post an application for a closing role, and I literally just applied to it for the shits and giggles. I forgot about it like a week later, And about a month after I applied for it, I got a response. They told me to let's get an interview going. I went to the interview, they hired me, and yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. So what is closing exactly? When someone buys something, you have the person that's buying it and you have the product. Now, if the product is more on the expensive side and there's sort of a higher commitment to it, it's really good to have someone in between that kind of bridges the gap between the person that wants to buy and the product. That's what a closer does. Now on cheaper products like, I don't know, $100 course or a $50 a month community, it makes no sense to have a closer. Usually people just have a VSL, like a video sales letter, and that's pretty much it. But when it's higher ticket, when it's sort of a higher investment sort of thing, that's where closers come in. And what I'm actually selling is not that prestigious at all. It's literally just a weight loss supplement. But I mean, so far it's definitely better than doing the fucking 200 dials a day calling plumbers and shit. I basically just get appointments scheduled in my calendar. Most of them don't show, but that's beside the point. I get appointments scheduled in my calendar, I call them up, we talk, and I close the deal. That's pretty much it. And so far, after doing it for sort of less than a month even, I've already made very decent money. Again, for me who hasn't even made his first 1K online yet. So I'm happy. I've done around $3,000 in cash collected, and cash collected is pretty much very self-explanatory how much cash I collected, and then I get a 10% percentage. 10% percentage, say that 10 times, fucking hell. I get a 10% percentage of that, and yeah, so far I've made around $300, so pretty good for a start. Honestly, I am not complaining. Again, I'm still not the best at it, I'm still learning a lot, so it's definitely a process, but I'm satisfied with the pace I'm going. And yeah, that's literally the only thing I'm focusing on for the rest of the year, and on the side also just building up my personal brand, mostly on Twitter and on YouTube, but mostly on Twitter because it's really easy for me to just post there. You can follow me down below, by the way, at YourManTariq on every single platform. Now, if you're also a beginner and you don't really know what business to start to make money online, I would really recommend to just not start a business at all, honestly. Rather just pick one skill. It doesn't even have to be sales. You can pick copywriting, video editing, website design, anything. Pick one skill, get really good at it, start offering it for free to people, get some testimonials, and then start selling it. That's pretty much just being a freelancer, and trust me, you can 100% get to 10K a month as a freelancer, no problem. Again, it can be with sales, copywriting, video editing, thumbnail design, no matter what. Pick a skill that you think you can do, go all into it, do it every single day for a year, and I guarantee you'll be making more money than you are making right now. Trust me. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.